Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, hey. Hey, Sass. Hey, Trace. Hey, call me nobody. Welcoming y'all. Tracy, get your ass up here. Breezy B in the house. Ooh, ooh. Hello, Sunflower. Heather, how are ya? Princess Peach. Welcome. Hello, Heavenly. Good afternoon. Welcome in, folks. Mrs. Sanchez, how are you? Hello, my baby. Right? Heavenly, I'm going to play a little of that today. I'm going to play a little of it today. I'm going to play last night's too. Hey, Josh, welcome in. Hello, Charmed. Hello. Hey, Lana. Right? It's that pick, J Grandma. J Grandma, you get your ass up here too.
I was already on top of it. That's what she said, but I was already requesting.
You beat me. You beat me. Ah, hey Kool-Aid, welcome in. I think this is a fitting song, yeah? Yeah, those toofuses need a little work, to be real. Right? That's what I'm saying. Welcome in, Marley. Hello. Right? Right, Heavenly? Or we can always have this song too, which is his future. Let me put this one on for a minute or so. Oh. Hey, Brandy.
Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche.
This is my favorite song of all time. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all get the point of that. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is Wednesday. When the hell is the last time I went live? I think Friday or something? I'm not even sure. I've bebopped in a couple lives in the past like 3 or 4 days. But yeah, been busy doing stuff and things. 4 years ago, yeah. But yeah, I've been keeping my eye out on Mr. Shields. And you know, with Tommy, with Tommy, a lot of stuff is always happening behind the scenes. And over the weekend, there was a lot of activity. A lot of activity behind the scenes. And I can tell you, there were a ton of people messaging me on TikTok and in group chats and Discord and all that. And as usual, because he's a moron, by the way, I'll throw that in there too, because he is. But and by we, again, I'm not saying me, okay? It is always a group effort with him. We were able to figure out where he was. And again, a lot of people helped. I'm not going to put names out there because, I don't want to do that unless people are okay with it. And over the weekend, as we know, Tommy lies constantly. He says he's going to Connecticut because he's got to drop a dog off and take care of things. Tommy hasn't been near Connecticut. And in fact, over the weekend, Farrell, would you like to say where he was?
Yes, he was in the great state of Arkansas.
And in what town was he?
Oh gosh, you asked me too quick. Shoot.
I'll sing.
Clarksville.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'll sing the song for you. Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you in the station.
Yeah, Clarksville.
A little throwback monkeys there. Now, Farrell, how did you find out implicitly that he was at the Loves in Clarksville?
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but calls were made. I did phone the police department and I spoke with them. It was an awkward call at first because, of course, the dispatcher was like, wait, what? So, I kind of gave the rundown of our friend Thomas, and she was very concerned, said she wanted to get a hold of an officer, and which she did. And I found out the very next day that said officer, which was a corporal, did make eye contact with him on 5 separate occasions where he was. And so he was definitely there.
And what did the corporal say when Tommy made eye contact with him at 10 p.m.?
So the last time the corporal I spoke to on the phone yesterday, he said he went to the Loves and he pulled up and he was making eye contact with him. He basically and essentially said Thomas had the look of fear in his eyes, and he urgently packed up, looked like he had the fear of God in him, and packed up and shoved out as quick as he could.
So my question is this, Tommy, if you're not doing anything wrong,
right,
and you have no warrants, why would seeing a police officer in a Loves get you so worried and hot and bothered and you had to leave? Because I'll tell you what, I have been to many a Loves or a Flying J or a ton of travelers pull-offs, when I travel. And every time I see a cop, it doesn't bother me.
Not me neither.
So Tommy, why? Why did you freak out like a little wussy with a P and leave the area? Huh? I don't understand it.
Right?
And there are going to be those questions, Trace, about why didn't they do anything? And,
Right.
it's not going to be a surprise
Mhm.
to Mr. Thomas Shields because he knows how to play the system. Um, Tell them what the corporal said to you.
So yeah, he and I had a really wonderful conversation. Very nice gentleman. He essentially said that as soon as I gave the information, like the dispatcher basically was like, okay, just answer me a question. What do you think his warrants are for? And I told her, and I could hear her clicking away, and she was like, absolutely. So she was just basically trying to make sure that I knew what I was talking about. So the corporal was waiting on all these states to get back with him because they had made eye contact. They did, that's him. That's where he's at. She's right. So, yeah, they got a hold of everybody and they were waiting on Utah to call back. That was the big hang up. So they kept eyes on him essentially the whole day and through the evening. And they were waiting to hear back from Utah. And when they did, he let me know he was very, very aggravated because Utah is, they kind of considered it too far away to extradite. So, yeah. So basically, this officer went to his higher up and said, well, what do you want me to do about this situation? And basically he was said, you don't have probable cause at this time. If you keep going there and he gives you probable cause, then you can pick him up. So, but like he said, every time he went and locked eyes with him, he would run back in the RV or, you know what I mean? So he never gave him any probable cause. This officer was very aggravated, by the way. He was very aggravated that this individual was in his town and he could not do anything about it.
Now, and we've heard that before because, I've posted the email between you and the chief in Davie County, North
Right.
Carolina. And, I know you spoke on the phone with him too, and he
Yes.
was voicing his opinion of how frustrating it is because
Yes.
in that case, the DA doesn't want to extradite it, Tommy back to North Carolina. So, it is absolutely frustrating that, this keeps happening. I agree with all of you. But when you also have police that are frustrated because they can't do anything, you can understand, what they're going through too. I mean, there's a lot of scrutiny with police, and they want to make sure that they dot their I's and cross their T's before they do anything. So they couldn't do anything. But here's the thing, and this is the only reason why, I'm going to continue on with this. Over the weekend and all that, when, I heard that the police didn't do anything, I just was like, I'm done. I'm not wasting my time on this buffoon anymore. But one thing was made clear to me, eventually he's going to screw up. Eventually he's going to make a mistake. And when he does that, it's going to be all over for him. And kind of like with Florida Man, we didn't know where he was. But, finally something happened and he was caught. And that's exactly what's going to happen with Tommy. And when that day comes, all the time and effort that we've put in to all this stuff, it'll pay off. And, that's what we have to remember here. Now, I want to show you. Let me take my camera off here.
Wait, so you mean the cops didn't like give him money and offer and give him like a bunch of, dog food and because they were supportive of him so much?
Yeah,
Well, the corporal
Oh my
that I talked to
gosh.
didn't.
no, those are only cops that Tommy talks to that does that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But hey, Rubes. I wanted to show this map though for a couple reasons. Okay. So he was in Arkansas. We know Dum Dum yesterday was in Oklahoma because he posted a video and it had the town and where he was in Oklahoma. But now look at where he said he's going back to the PNW, which, you know, we'll find him. I mean, it's not, we don't really have to worry about that. Am I eating a bagel? No, I just had some oatmeal. Here's Utah. Okay, Utah is going to extradite from any surrounding states, any bordering states. So I don't know where he's going to go if he's going back to the PNW. I mean, that means he's going to have to go all the way up this way and then all the way across. And I still think in Montana, he's got a warrant. So, you know, he better be very, very careful when he's driving because if he does get pulled over, he will get arrested. Now, as you know, when Tracy was talking to the dispatch on the phone in Arkansas, and she put in his name, all of these warrants came up. She referenced what, Utah and North Carolina, right?
Yes, I did in Missouri.
So he's in there. He, you know, and when he gets pulled up and when he gets pulled over for something, and he will, like I said, it's frustrating because we want it to happen last year, you know. But people like him, as I said, like Thomas, he's living life on borrowed time. Because when he gets caught, he's not going to see the light of day again. He is going to have to spend many, many years behind bars. So for him, running amok across the country, habitually lying, and begging for $1 here and there. Because again, listen, I don't have to reiterate that there's no way in hell he was given $3.5 million. That's just a freaking joke. He makes his money on Heidi begging with a sign, and we've seen that sign. He probably gets a little donations here and there based on the sign he has on the side of his RV that says, "We rescue dogs you don't want." And of course, you're going to come across people that, you know, he's going to come across people that believe him, that he is this, fighting for justice for dogs. And he has all of these dogs in his RV that he rescues. You know, these people don't realize it's all money making for him so he can continue to be on the run, you know, across the country from all of these different states he has warrants out for. So he's going to get $20 here and there. I don't doubt it because, you know, everybody loves animals. Everybody loves dogs. Nobody wants animals, you know, to be hurt or abused, which is ironic because that's exactly what he's doing. You know, having that many animals in a vehicle is abuse. You know, when these dogs can't even, you know, run around in there, there's no room, it's filthy. You know, after that video I saw of him, he was just absolutely out of his mind, yelling and screaming at the dogs and grabbing them. And, you know, he's not doing anything great for these dogs. They would much be better off, you know, in houses with somebody who wants the dogs. And it was really, really worrisome to me. And it should have made everybody see a red flag when that family, the mother, the father, and of course a little girl that Tommy was around, which he's not supposed to be. And I have that picture. When she said she wanted to adopt a dog and he said no. I mean, what kind of...
Someone was detected at your front.
What kind of rescue organization doesn't adopt a dog when somebody wants a dog? I mean, it makes no sense. So, he is niched good. He is niched good. Let me see who's at the door. Hold on. Come on, Ruth. Let's go check.
Did she put us on hold?
Yeah, she had to go check the front door.
Where's Pep? We need our
Pep is busy today.
Dang it.
Yeah, he's working on a job. He's working on a job.
He's being an adult today.
He is.
Police serving Scammy's warrant.
Oh,
Mm.
that's it, Breezy.
Yep. Yep, that's it.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Scammy, we saw you.
Yeah, you did. and I'm sorry for that. 'Cause I still have my
I said it was the police there doing your serving your warrant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not happening. But no, my wife was just getting the mail. So yeah, so as I was saying, he is gonna get some money, absolutely. But the amount of money he said he's getting is just absolutely delusional. And anybody
5 million.
anybody who believes that. No, I don't. You know what? I didn't even know that it was I didn't even know that I was going to reflect off an iPad. That was weird, but whatever. I could care less. And there's my Ring doorbell again.
Uh-oh. They're coming to get you, Scammy.
Yeah, it's the mail.
Yep.
So, his time, the grains of sand are falling for him. Him staying, living the life he is now. Let's face it, it's much better than being in prison. So, it doesn't bother him. This doesn't bother him.
Did you saw when he was reminiscing about prison, talking about he was about to cry. He was literally about to cry.
Yeah, well, I think he was about to cry for other reasons, but because I think he was talking about me going to prison and how they don't have gravy for mashed potatoes or something.
Well, he was talking about what they do in prison, and then his eyes started tearing up. Like, well, he's gonna end up back there. That's probably what he was thinking about in his mind.
Probably. So, again, if it was me and I was him, and he's got a lot of shit that's gonna happen to him once he's caught. Hell yeah, I would be. If I was a convicted felon like he is on the run, I would probably do the same thing, which is just keep moving around, and trying to elude,
Yep.
stay away from. This was his live from, I think Sunday night. Let me check here. This was from August 2nd. So Sunday night at 11:48 p.m. So I'm not going to watch this whole thing because it's over an hour. I saw some of it. But of course, he's waiting for people to show up so he can, show up, probably his dogs or something. I don't know. Or tell about his 3.5 million.
I think today's Sunday. And then we're going to send it to some people.
So now remember, this is 11:48 our time. So let me think. In Oklahoma, I believe it's an hour. Is Oklahoma on Central Time? Does anybody know? Yes, it's got to be Central.
Yeah,
So this was
Oklahoma Central.
yes. So
Hmm.
this was 10:48 Central Time. 45 minutes after the cops saw him, and he ran like a little wuss with a P. So you like how he's looking around?
And six very happy people is what it's going to be. And
Watch this. You see this?
this right here, that's solid white gold.
No, it's not.
That's pure white gold right there.
No, it's not.
99.9% white gold.
It's silver.
Not silver.
Yes, it is.
White gold.
Plated. I've seen those. They're like worth $2 and $3 a piece.
And we're going to be sending 6 people. And it is 5. It's just 5 grams each. This is 5 grams of white gold.
No, it's not.
And I've got over 2,000 of these right here
Ah!
that were donated.
So let me get this straight. So there's somebody who is driving around Oklahoma with 2,005, and I are they grams? Hold on a minute. Let me check. They are grams of silver. How do I know? Because I did a Google lens on it. 5 grams of silver. So somebody is running around, according to him, with 2,000 5-gram bars of white gold. Just happened to be in their car, right, Tommy? Because everybody does that. I mean, I collect silver coins. I have a bunch of them. And I run around with them in my car. Duh. No, they're locked up in a safe. But no, everybody who meets Tommy happens to be millionaires, happens to carry precious metal in their cars, and they always seem to want to give it to him. These 5-gram bars are worth about $10 today based on the market. So,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but your warrant has arrived in the chat.
my warrant?
Yeah,
Scammy's for loan. Yeah. Oh my God.
They found you.
Wow, that's funny. Oh my God. Crap, I better go jump in my RV and hightail it out. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. That's great. That I'm telling you, that almost reaches to the point of Jen's dented laptop. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Jen's dented laptop was one of the first burner accounts, troll accounts that I came across on this app, and that to this day is still my favorite. Then probably Officer Smitty. Officer Smitty was another one that was awesome. But this one, excellent. So okay, so again, Tommy's claiming here that somebody gave him 2,000 5-gram bars of white gold.
And the same lady who came back gave us her husband's collection. She gave us her husband's retirement collection. This is I'll show you again. This is 5 grams of pure white gold right here.
Yeah, no, it's not.
5 grams. And we're going to be sending
I think so, Fawn.
to
I think he did.
Make sure I'm counting all right. 1, 2, 3, got 6.
I think he did.
6 people. And my mod is gonna help me determine who gets them.
Bullshit.
I've only got fucking 375 ounces of
Right,
white
Mabel?
gold. Got some double gold eagle coins from dating far back to the early 1700s.
What?
Mid 1780s, 1801, 18.
Huh? Did he just say double eagle coins dating back to the 1700s?
Yes.
Yep.
Since I'm on my other device right now, can somebody look that up? I'm thinking double eagle golds probably didn't come around until, my God, it's gotta be the 1900s. I mean, I could be wrong.
What do you say? Double gold, double eagle?
Double
What?
eagle gold coins from the 1700s.
Really? Let's see.
I've seen the double eagle silvers. I've seen the double eagle gold, but I think it's like 1900s and closer to
From
the
1700s?
17, really?
Is that what he said?
Yes.
1700s? No double eagle coins were minted in the 1700s, as the $20 double eagle denomination was not created until 1849.
That face says it all right there. I'm a liar. Ooh, I said a bad one. I wonder if anybody's going to believe me. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you what. It is my opinion that he got what he's holding now. Let's use common sense here. We know nobody gave him that stuff, right? And we know he has no money to buy anything like that. Now, again, those silver little chips are only worth about $10. So how do we think he got that?
Those things are going to end up in a pawn shop tomorrow, and they'll probably give him like $3 or $4 a piece for them because they got to make a profit.
Oh, absolutely. Probably $5-6. Yeah, I think so, Sass. I think so. Let's hear more lies.
All the way through. Got a shit ton of stuff. She's literally loading us down. Let's see what else I got.
Let's see what else we can lie about.
Oh yeah. There's another one.
The hell?
5 grams of pure white fucking gold.
No.
I got yellow gold in there too.
Uh-huh.
I'll let them make a choice. They can have the yellow. Or
Let
they can have
me
the white.
guess. You're not going to show yellow gold, right?
It's up to them. Oh shit! Drop one. Shut you fuckers down. You just joined. What's happening? All right, give me 1 second, okay? I just want to make sure you're legit and you're not a fake. You're not some. That's what we're gonna be doing.
No, you're not.
It's just me just giving back to some of the people that have not disrespected me. Or
You mean bribe people
me or
for
my
staying in
family
your
in harm's
lives?
way.
Got it.
Damn, I need to shave. I can't stand growing hair on my face.
By the way, no major refiners make 5-gram white gold bullion bars.
You can call me a broke bitch all you want now, because I ain't broke. You can call me whatever you want to call me.
We'll have to check.
The more y'all talk shit,
We'll have to check Facebook and any Craigslist in Clarksville to see if anybody had anybody was robbed of those little chips of silver that he's got there, because we know damn well nobody gave it to him.
No, and actually, when you Google it, it's the first thing that comes up is why white gold bars do not exist. So they don't even make white gold bars. because it says bullion standard investment gold grade bars are struck from pure 24 karat gold. White gold is an alloy made by mixing pure gold with white metals,
Right, right.
meaning it's not pure gold. And buyers want precious metals, not white gold. That's just for jewelry.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. What a moron. What an absolute moron. But let's continue to listen to him.
The more blessed I am. Talking about some monopoly money. Haters are haters, right? Haters are born every day, right? We went to Costco's and bought a shit ton of brand new harnesses, brand new everything.
Oh, but wait a minute. Didn't you get a whole bunch of brand new harnesses?
Just everything.
And
little
collars.
miniature mattresses for the dogs, not human-sized mattresses. And cooling pads. You name it. We spoiled the dogs tonight. They don't even know they're spoiled, but we spoiled them.
Oh, brother.
And it's first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock, when that RV shop opens up. We're going to buy. We already know which one we're buying. We're buying that 33-footer.
But wait a minute. You said that Heidi had a 38-footer and it was brand new.
Told Heidi I gotta have it. It's a 2026. It's $95,000.
Sure, Jan.
Because I can afford it now.
Sure, Jan.
See, God says in His Word that He owns a cattle on 1,000 hills, and I shouldn't have to worry about nothing.
God, I can't stand slime balls like him that use the Bible to try to explain all the crappy shit he does. He does, you know, all the crappy shit he does. You know, and I'm telling you, anybody that is Christian, that follow him, I'm just surprised that they're still even with him, because that's just pretty damn vile that you do that. Let's continue to listen to Goober.
All the dogs are put up. And that's another thing. We're going in the morning to rescue some more.
Oh, bullshit.
We're going in the morning to rescue 10 more puppies.
Uh-huh.
We got a phone call. A lady's wants us to come to her home. We've already been there. We've already sit down and we've already spoken with her.
Wait, what?
But I explained to her that in the morning I'm going to get an RV that's 33 foot long, and it'll give me a lot more space. Thank you for that. It's going to give me a lot more capacity and a lot more space to help transport more dogs. And at the time, I even offered this woman 11 golden doodle puppies.
Imagine that.
Yeah, they're 8 weeks old.
They're like, according to him, we know he didn't get these.
But
why would somebody give 11 golden doodle puppies to him? I mean, people want golden doodle. Golden doodle puppies from breeders are very expensive. But again, he's just happened to find some person that has this high-end dog that they want to give it to him. Anxiety, he uses these dogs. He sells them, and the money he gets from them are used to pay for his constantly being on the run from multiple warrants he has out for his arrest. And the money funds him being able to drive around the country in his hoopty RV with a bunch of stinky dogs. And those dogs are his meal ticket. That's all they are to him. He doesn't give a shit about dogs. He does not give a shit about dogs. Let's go on. Let's listen to a little more of this.
So we're picking up a total of 21 extra puppies in the morning. But that's, again, after I get my Ironman RV.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be a big one.
Sure, Jan. And let me guess, so he supposedly got this RV on Monday morning, and he hasn't shown it yet, right? No, this was from Sunday night. Now here's the very strange thing, and I think I'm getting this timeline right. If I'm not, somebody please correct me. So Sunday night, he came on here right now and said that he's buying this brand new RV. Didn't he make a video Monday morning saying he's off of TikTok again? He's not coming back because he doesn't need TikTok and he doesn't need all the haters and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I don't know anything about golden doodles between 60. I'm out there or send any help people. The better it gets for me. It'll end up in a trash compactor somewhere. Did y'all get to see the adoption that we did tonight?
No, you just had a
Did y'all get to see
screenshot.
that puppy that we adopted out?
You had a screenshot of somebody, and I had reached out to Scam because he had that picture of that young kid. He had like some type of a reflecting vest on, and he was holding a dog. I looked at that picture up close, and I seen that face I recognized. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100%. I don't feel like wasting a bunch of hours going through Scam Slam's videos and finding what I'm looking for. But when he was somewhere about 3 months ago or 4 months ago, he claimed he had adopted a dog out to this young guy / kid, and the dad was with him. And I saw that face in the new video. I'm like, God, that looks so familiar to me. Now, again, I'm not sure, but my first reaction was he clipped that picture of that kid and he put it over a picture because it just looks really weird. It looks really weird. The picture of the young man looks kind of one-dimensional. And then you look in the background and there's a guy that's at a gas tank where you can tell he's in the picture because, you know, you can kind of see around him and you could see like his arms around. The picture that he posted, it was very flat. Like the arms just cut off, you know, where the cloth ended. It was just, it was strange.
And we did that for free. And somebody asked, why are you adopting out a puppy for free, right?
So now why would he adopt the puppy
man,
out for
little
free
mama, you are beautiful.
when he wouldn't adopt the dog out to the woman who wanted one? How many times has he said, I'm going to show a video of this? I'm going to show a video of that. I'm going to show a video of the adoption. I'm going to show a picture of Heidi's brand new RV. I'm going to show a picture of all the money that somebody gave me. I'm going to show this and that. And he never shows anything. And that's what gets him butthurt. Because whenever I make a video on him, I show the proof of what he's lying about.
Not to interrupt you, but little fun fact, I did ask that officer, since he was there 5 times staring at Thomas. I said, was there just the one RV, or was there another RV that potentially Heidi was in? Because he claims that he's got 2 RVs, and he said he can say with certainty there was one RV. One. There's no Iron Man RV. Thomas, you're lying.
Yeah.
Is the one Hoopty, in fact, I'm quoting this officer, Hoopty RV that they were staying in. So there's that.
I forgot to ask you about that.
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because that's one of the things I asked Tracy. I said, did he notice if there were any other RVs around? Because, you know, according to Thomas, they can have anywhere from his and Heidi's ghost RV that doesn't exist, or he can have up to 4 because he's always said, you know, and he constantly makes up lies about how many people are with him, how many RVs he's got. It's kind of sad in a way. It's like he's trying to make himself out to be this person that he's never going to be because of his own actions. I mean, he did spend a lot of time in prison. you know? He's trying to make himself out to be somebody he will never be. And it's like, I think it's a coping mechanism with him to be able to be living, first of all, on the run and not behind bars, which is his future. But it's like while he's out, he's trying to be that person that he wished he was, you know? And listen, he can say he is whoever the fuck he wants. I don't care about that. What I do care about is I don't want people that are following him believing all this bullshit. You know, I don't want him parked in a Love's where there's little kids around, and especially when, you know, this dude's got puppies, and what do kids love to look at? Puppies. I mean, it's gross. And, you know, we're going to continue to do what we do. Is there anything else important in this live? Because this is boring me to tears. Last night's live was good, though.
I don't think so. I think this one is just more ramblings of a madman. Yeah.
Okay, let's listen to last night's now. Now, I only caught a little piece of this, but I know I'm on his mind.
And so many more of you.
Maybell Rose.
All you're doing is making an absolute mess of your reputation.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you again. Stop it with your lies, please. It is very shameful.
I'm still waiting to hear what lies are shameful. I mean, I haven't heard anything yet. He hasn't pointed out anything that we've lied about. So I'm confused.
As I am, because the officer, I did make sure that I asked him, are we correct in all of these warrants from all these different states? And I listed them, and he did not disagree on one with me. He said that's what's showing up on NCIC. So, yeah. Yep.
And can you tell everybody what does NCIC stand for? I don't even know what it stands for.
It's a database that only police officers can get into. It basically connects, like long time ago, states couldn't connect with one another. So if somebody was wanted out of Seattle and, you know, did crimes in, say, Florida, you know, that's why they got away with stuff back then. Nowadays, it just loops every state together. It is a way somebody, well, like when I called and the dispatcher was clicking away, she was able to pull everything up. She asked me his name, she asked me his date of birth, and it just pulls up. It's a huge database. If you've gotten incarcerated for anything, you're in there. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, there it is. Thank you for that.
Yes, you're very welcome.
And I know that you're not going to stop, because so long as you got that lion spirit inside of you and that way about your life that creates this vortex of drama that you have to keep rolling with, I have desperately asked you to stop. And if the TikTok people can't see through all of your lies and disgracefulness, I'm gonna post. I posted some stuff earlier. If you Google my name and all the stuff that they're saying about me, please note that law enforcement is actually one on there, and law enforcement there in Oregon, especially in Portland.
Now, before he starts finishing this, okay, he's talking about Oregon. Now, the funny thing is that we never mentioned that he has a warrant in Oregon. We never said it. What we said is that he stole puppies in Oregon, which there is proof of that on Scam Slam 411 on YouTube. He stole puppies in Oregon, in Troutdale, and the people that he stole one dog from went back to where he was and took their dog back. And the other guy didn't press charges because he himself was pretty shady with how many dogs he himself had. So this is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors right now. He's trying to make it like we said that he had this, this outstanding warrant in Oregon, which we never did. So he could keep talking about Oregon, though.
Has their own Facebook group, and if you go on the Oregon Facebook group, Oregon law, the police department, the Oregon PD, you'll see what they have to say about me and how they absolutely have my back.
Really?
If you go on the animal controls Facebook, you'll see how they support me.
Has anybody looked that up?
So
That's
all these
new to me.
allegations and this
I will right now.
variety of insanity
Thank you.
that you're chasing after, it's only making you look really, really bad. Now,
So-
of course,
What city was he staying in Oregon? Do
Well,
we know?
he said Portland,
within yourselves that
but he
as
was
long
in
as you keep
Troutdale.
making up all of these lies against me and you keep speaking all of this negativity about me,
You take a look.
somebody is going to take and believe it. Well, they're not believing it no more.
Really?
And the gentleman at the junkyard concerning him and the two Datsuns
Dachshunds.
that you posted, do you not realize that animal control has already been there to his junkyard and have removed the remainder of the dogs that he had there?
Right, which Thomas is his job, is their job. That's their job. Your job is not to go on to somebody's private property and steal dogs, because you sold those dogs.
All you did was help expose the inhumane conditions that the dogs that remained there that we couldn't remove have now been officially removed. And that man for once in his life no longer owns any dogs. And that's a good thing. Because no dog belongs in that type of filthy environment. None of those dogs.
You mean like
deserve
your
to be in a
RV?
junkyard. Especially little Dachshunds or small dogs. I can understand maybe having a couple German Shepherds, or maybe that, even that Belgian Malinois that he had.
Malinois?
But when they got there and they saw the condition of those animals, they removed them. They removed every one of them. But thank you for helping me to get proper notification and attention to the right authorities. And each one of those dogs are in a much better shape, much better situation, courtesy of you, Scam Slam,
Scam Slam.
Matilda, and
Shout
so
out.
many others. And the more you lie about me, do you not understand that the more you absolutely disgrace yourselves, that it only makes me a better person?
Ah,
It only helps me, and it only makes your situation so much worse.
sure, Jim.
And I just can't understand why my enemies have to be so determined to hurt themselves with all these shameful things. And I'm not going to be showing anybody any of the dogs at them today.
What
This
is that?
conversation is a personal one. All of our rescues are doing great. And from here out,
Hey,
I will
beautiful.
determine when you get to see the dogs and when you don't get to see the dogs.
Hey, Messy.
And so will Heidi. And if Heidi agrees for me to show you the dogs, then I will show you the dogs. But if she says no, it's a 50-50, I have to respect what she wishes too.
No, you don't. You never respect her.
But shamefully enough,
Shut up.
my Matilda, Scammyclaus, a.k.a. Scammyclaus as you call yourself, Amy Gresco.
Brasco.
How come you haven't went live with TikTok?
You have a new name, a new last name, Scammy.
Asked them yet if you have physical warrants for your arrest. Matilda hasn't done it either.
Because we know we don't.
Now they're claiming they have. They're claiming that they've literally walked in there and did all this, but they have not done anything.
Oh, by the way, I never claimed I went to my police because I don't want to waste my time because I know it's false. And we have this wonderful site in Connecticut that anybody can look up to see who has open warrants. And all you have to do is put their name in, and you don't even have to put in a town. But, what I did, just to make it even more clear, is that I put in my town, and lo and behold, guess what I didn't find? Yeah, a warrant. But I'll tell you what, Tommy. Let me show you something. Let me show you something, Tommy. Let me show you something here, Tommy. These are your warrants out of Utah. Interfering with a peace officer, possession of controlled substance, marijuana/spice, providing peace officer false personal information. That's one. Prohibited dangerous weapon conduct, category 1, firearm, convicted felon. And the other one, harboring lost or stray animal, meaning he stole it. Interfering prohibited with animal services. Interference prohibited with animal services. Theft, mislaid value, greater than 500. So tell me again, Tommy, how you don't steal dogs, huh? Tell me.
Thing in the police thing. However, there is a page called Lost Pets of Portland, Oregon that posted on May 16th. Someone in our area has decided they can come and take your dog. They're taking from the dog park your front yard. However, they can get your dog. If you see one of those dogs, might be yours. They're stuck in an RV that's run down and disgusting from someone by the name of Thomas Shields and his girlfriend Heidi. Law enforcement has been contacted. However, they can't do anything unless the person missing has filed a report. If you're on TikTok, check the views and postings. So that is on their local page.
What site is this? Whose page?
It is on a page called, this was back in May, it was posted, Lost Pets of Portland, Oregon.
Oh. Some revived that was her. Huh. But according to him, the police in Oregon, everybody in Oregon supports him.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can, or now I can.
Now.
Something's weird. Like, I can't get this. My camera's not on. I can't get my camera on here.
Uh-oh. He sent me a private. Who did? Summer Vibes? Thomas did? Good for you for posting that.
Yeah, something's not right here. Can you guys still hear me or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My camera is just not working right now. Okay, so
Your gifts are off too. Oh, gift suspended.
Oh, I don't care.
And will be maybe that's part of it too, and will be restored in 7 minutes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care about that. That's fine.
Maybe the video camera is part of that too. Okay.
Who knows?
Hey,
But what
I could be completely wrong, and if to this person, I'm sorry, but there is somebody in the viewer rankings, Heidi KS71. Would that be his Heidi or no?
I don't know.
No, she comes in here all the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
all
it's a
right.
different
Just
Heidi.
with that happening and seeing Heidi, it made me wonder. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No, I
she's a
appreciate-
regular.
I appreciate you looking
Sorry.
out for me. Yeah, Heidi's good here.
There she
Okay.
is. Yeah, you're good, Heidi.
Sorry, girl.
Um,
Oh
and
yeah, Fawn.
thank
Nice.
you.
Yeah, they're recording us.
That's okay. Joseph, wait a minute. I missed your first comment.
Yeah, I wanted to point that out to you.
Mr. Joseph, I have been in touch with him on Facebook. In fact, I messaged him today, so I'll talk to him about that though. Okay, I'll talk to him about that and find out if there's anything we can do with that. So, okay, well, since I can't show pictures right now, I will just continue to play Thomas's live. Thank you, Joseph.
Oh yay, we get to listen to his voice. At least we don't have to see him.
Exactly. So, okay, let me finish this. Yeah, please tap, everybody.
They haven't done any of it. They won't because they don't want to go to jail. I don't want you to go to jail either, but you just simply wouldn't stop putting somebody in harm's way. Your shameful conduct and behavior has grown so bad that you have absolutely defiled and shamed yourselves to the point now that you have warrants for your arrest because of all the endangerment. Social media. Do you not realize that social media is protected and governed? That when you bully somebody and you threaten somebody like that and you deliberately do everything you can repeatedly to put that person in harm's way, that's what's forced them to take out the charges against you?
Sure, Jan. So he's trying to, just so I get this, he's trying to say him, a wanted felon in multiple states on multiple warrants, he's trying to say that he went to the police and he filed charges on me, on Matilda,
And Mabel Rose.
and on Maybell. That's what he's trying to say.
Right. He's the one that's been threatening all of y'all.
That is...
And wouldn't make eye contact with the officer at the Loves. Kept looking away. Yeah,
Oh,
plausible. Yeah, I believe it.
poor little pussycat. Poor little pussycat. Yeah. Okay, Thomas, we believe you.
So sorry for you, Amy Grasso,
Hey, at least you got my
Maybell Rose, aka Matilda.
name. AKA, wait a
I
minute.
am very sorry.
Maybell Rose is Matilda now?
I wish you would just stop.
Yes.
Stop
Oh,
hurting
okay.
yourself.
Scam
Cool.
plunder.
Not only doing it psychologically, but you're doing it such a way in a manner that it's affecting you, and it's like a fungus that just you can't get away from it, and that's a hurtful thing.
Aw.
See, I'm not going to be showing y'all the dogs, simply because I need to protect the dogs that we have.
Oh, there we go.
Who wants to see my brand new? Who wants me to take you? I'm not going to show you the outside of my new RV, but I will gladly walk you through the inside of it.
Oh, what did you do? Download pictures?
Again, I will not show you the outside of my RV, simply because social media just doesn't.
And let me
need to
guess,
see it.
I didn't watch this yesterday, but let me guess, he never showed the inside of his RV.
Bingo.
And when he does show pictures of his RV, it'll be photographs that he got online somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wondering what happened to the other one? We're going to post a video
Mm-hmm.
of Heidi signing the title and giving it to a man and a woman,
Sure.
and then we walked away. Didn't need it anymore. We both own two very, very big RVs.
And again, as Farrell Tracy did confirm with the corporal in Clarksville, Arkansas. There was only one RV, and it was a hoopty.
Very, very
Keep trying,
large
Thomas.
RVs. But we can afford to do that because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
benefiting the dogs,
Yeah,
not ourselves.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But it's for the dogs.
It's all for the dogs, folks.
Now you can't track us, and now you can't find us, and now you can't stalk us, and now you can't put us in harm's way. Now you can't put the dogs in harm's way. All you can do is simply do what you do.
Right, and we'll keep
And
finding
we did
it.
forewarn the young man and the young lady for whom we gave the RV to that it's on social media and that people may potentially believe that it's us driving it.
Oh
So
my
be
God. He's really trying that
But
psychological approach,
They
huh?
accepted the understanding
Yeah.
and the terms and the conditions.
Mhm.
So, and I've offered to even tell them that I'll be glad to walk y'all through the new RV so that y'all can know that we have a brand spanking new RV.
Why would he have to walk these people that he just gave his hoopty RV to through his new RV just to show them that they have one? Dude.
My RV. It's up under my driver's license. It's in my name. And yeah. And it's big. It's a very large RV. It has 2, 4, 6, it has 8 wheels, so it has 2 axles in the back. And of course, it has the 2 big tires in the front.
Here's my question. Anybody who has RVs, because I don't know much about RVs, okay? Isn't there some type of special license you have to get to drive larger RVs?
You need a license, period. That's all I'm going to say about that.
The license
Okay.
law.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a valid license. Yeah.
But I also think that, like, when you get into the larger RVs, you need a Class A if they have air brakes. Well, according to him, his hoopty RV had air brakes. Because remember, if you guys caught his live, it's got to have been Saturday or so when he was talking about his new steering wheel. And he said that, oh, this is really cool. They put a new steering wheel in it. It has all the controls on the steering wheel now. I can control the radio and I can control cruise control. I don't even know how this stuff works yet. Yeah, dum-dum. That style of RV that he has, they never put the controls on the steering wheel. It never was done on the Itascas. It wasn't done until 2000. So that was another lie that was so easy to find out about him. So easy.
And it's a diesel, not gas. But it qualifies for me because it gives these dogs ample room and space to relax. And the AC units, oh my God, those AC units run amazing.
There's not an RV big enough to give that many dogs
But
space to relax.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for my mod to get in here. I told her earlier I wasn't gonna go live because I wasn't feeling good, but I'm okay now, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't have a lot of strength, but I just wanted to share with you that God is good. God loves me, despite who hates me. Doesn't concern me who doesn't like me or hates me anymore.
Sure.
And but I do forgive you now. I absolutely forgive you, Matilda. 100%. I forgive you with all my heart. I release you from all the shameful things that you've said and done.
Oh my God. And
Amy
you know what?
Grasso.
And I bet Matilda is breathing a sigh of relief.
Maybell Rose, all of you, and all of your supporters, I forgive you. I forgive you because it's the right thing to do. Thank you for sharing. But I 100% forgive you. I don't want your sin. I don't want the sin that you brought against yourself to remain. I'm not a spiteful person. I genuinely, wholeheartedly, I forgive you. I think what you have against you is tormenting you. And I don't want to see you tormented anymore. I honestly don't. Thank you. I really don't want you to suffer. I don't hate you. I don't like what you're doing. But I don't hate you as a person. I don't love you either.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not commanded to love you.
You love me, you know it.
But I am commanded to forgive you. Because that's what my heart has asked me to do. My heart has convicted me to forgive you.
Convicted you.
And so I am. And I want your mind to get well. I want your hearts to get better. And I want your souls to be free. Because I don't want you condemned and going to hell when you eventually leave this world. I don't want you hurting. I don't want anybody to hurt. But your shameful behaviors, it's totally up to you. But you're hurting yourselves. And hello to you too. You're hurting yourselves, guys. You're not making your situation any easier for yourselves. Because you're going to stand before that judge. And you're going to have to give an account.
He knew about that, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would.
That you've done and are continuously doing. And just so you know, this live is being recorded by somebody else. It's being monitored, and it's being monitored by a couple different people.
Sure.
Because I release you. I release you from the bondage of my anger and the hurt that you caused and the danger that you put me and these rescue dogs in. Because now I know for 100%, not only can you not track us, but you're never even going to find us. And therefore, you'll never be able to hurt any more of these dogs. You'll never be able to do anything at all. You've exposed yourselves to be shameful people. Very shameful people.
To not be bothered by somebody anymore, he sure talks about them a lot.
To hurt anybody. And yet claimed you want justice. It's the same thing for Francis and Vivian, Michaela.
Remember, those are
Dustin,
his sisters and his
Sonia.
nieces and nephews.
All of you. At some point, I really hope that you come to know Jesus Christ. And I really hope that you get your lives right. And I really hope that you can turn yourselves around before it's too late.
It's like he's talking
really
about
do.
himself.
We're not intended to live forever, guys. We're not. And none of us, absolutely none of us know when God is going to call us home. None of us do. I mean, literally, you don't have a calendar with a date and a time on it. So spend your time doing what's right. Stop justifying your actions and your behaviors. It's incredibly shameful of you. And you've led so many other people and taught so many other people to behave the way you are.
I guarantee you guys, he's going to go live anytime.
Follow you. If you're that desperate
Or they're just pandering, Thomas. Pandering religion.
It's disgusting.
You're on TikTok for all the wrong reasons. You don't have a validated legal license. You're not a private investigator. And no matter how many times you try to quote the law, it doesn't justify you stalking people. It doesn't justify you harassing people.
Done yakking yet.
It don't. So again, you can continue with this desperation of insanity. Your desperate need to have new followers or to be like somebody that has somebody that has everything going for them. It's not worth selling your soul for it. It's not. If TikTok is that important, any of these social media platforms, if they're so important to you that you have to sell yourself short, then let it go.
Let it go.
Just let it go.
Let it go. Tommy is so full
Amy
of
Grasso,
shit.
you're not a little girl anymore. You're an adult. You're an adult, Amy.
Yes.
Nobody's there to
And
force you. Nobody's
you're a
forcing
pedo
you
felon on the run.
to get on social media
I'm glad we
and spread a bunch of lies. Nobody's forcing you to get on social media and encourage people to spread a bunch of lies. Law enforcement's not investigating anything else that you've allegated. Animal control's not even. Anytime something is calling them to harass them concerning me, they just simply document it, and it goes to their. It goes where it goes. I'm not even sure where it goes, but you're only making your situation hard. And I'm having to repeat
Last time it scared him pretty good. He ran.
they don't have the intelligence to explain just how much trouble you're getting yourself in.
Sure, Jan.
I've been to prison, Scammy.
I know you have, and you're going
It's a
back.
place you really don't want to go, kid.
You're going
Here comes the
back.
mashed
I don't
potatoes.
want you to go there either.
No gravy.
At your age, Scammy, I can assure you, honey, it
Oh.
ain't gonna be it ain't gonna be green beans and mashed potatoes.
Josh, I've been myself, and again, I don't like to take credit for anything here because it is a group of people behind the scenes. But I have posted videos about this doofus for a long time, calling him out on his lies. I've posted his warrants that he said he never had. I've I'm always calling him out on his bullshit. And most importantly, this dude needs to be off the streets and away from kids. But he is really pressed by me because I don't think he likes the idea of myself and other women constantly calling him out at every turn. You know, every time he goes somewhere, we find him. Every time he lies, we have proof to show it. And he can't stand it. And he also knows that due to a lot of the awareness that myself and others have done over the years, and due to the fact that his time is numbered, in terms of being among the citizens that are free in this country, he's pressed because he knows eventually he's going to be caught. And I do hope that myself and others are going to be responsible for that because I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him.
Yay, your camera came back up, and so did your gifts. It was all combined.
Ooh.
Sorry. Yeah, well, the camera, yeah, but sorry.
No, not a problem. He is running out of states to hide in. And again, a lot of the warrants will also be in effect for the states that border the state with the warrant. So like I showed that map of the United States, I don't know how he thinks he's going to get back to the PNW when every state that he would have to go through right now to get there is connected to Utah. Because he's in Oklahoma, and if he goes to New Mexico, I mean, it's close. But you got Arizona, Nevada, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado, they all border Utah. So if he gets caught, and he will, because he is driving a hoopty RV, he's not driving a new one. Chances are, something will happen. He's going to be picked up. You know, he can say till he's blue in the face that he has a brand new RV, but he doesn't. So he doesn't like women calling him out and, you know, bitch slapping him across the United States multiple times.
And he's a narcissist with an inferiority complex, I think.
Yes, I agree with that. So yeah, that in a nutshell is why I am not on his Christmas card list, basically. Yeah, he's been saying the new RV stuff ever since I came across him, you know? And again, I started covering him along with Dora and a couple other people in January of 2025. So this has been going on for over a year and a half. So
It's not going to be a lot of gravy either, honey.
no gravy.
It's not going to be a walk in the ballpark. You're not going to have grass to walk on. You're not going to be able to just walk in and out of that prison system as you want. It's a very dangerous world inside of those prison systems. And you really, really have psychologically caused yourself to believe that you're not going to be in trouble.
Yeah, okay.
I can tell you, I've been to prison 5 times, starting as a kid. You know, I'd have thought I'd have learned my first lesson, but I didn't. I've done it all together with all 5 bids in the prison system. I've done roughly 25 to close to 28 years. Let's see, hold on.
You need more.
My first bid I did 10 months.
Wow, that
About 4
escalated.
months. Second bid I did 10 months. Third bid I did 3 years. Fourth bid I did
Yeah, he needs to do more time. And they don't like
my last bid I did with everything.
PDFs in there, whatever they're called on TikTok.
Did you hear what he just said? He
No,
just
sorry.
Years.
listen when he gets to his charges for being inappropriate with 2 13-year-old girls. Listen to this.
2.5 years. In my last bid I did with everything combined, I did 18 and a half years, day for day.
What did you do those 18 and a
wasted
half
my
for?
life, Scammy. It's not a place for vacation. I can assure you. They say that men's prison, Scammy,
Nope.
is considered a lot safer for the men to be with men. In the men's prison, you don't see as much horrific violence.
Nope.
What?
In those women's
Nope.
prisons,
That is absolutely not true.
That's a lie.
Okay.
I have to admit, men's prisons are a lot cleaner, but they are not safer. Nope.
I was going to say we have 2 people here that can attest to whether or not women's prisons are more dangerous than a men's prison. Do you have anything else to add to that, Jay Grandma?
Nope, just that yeah, he's scared to go back cuz what they will do to him in there. Yep. Cuz of his charges. He's scared to go back.
Oh,
That's why I got teared up, because this could have been shortly after he had the stare down with the
Yeah.
So
He was about to tear up right here, but yeah, women's prisons are not more dangerous than men. Men's prisons are very, very dangerous. But they are cleaner. Men, I have to admit, keep the prisons much more cleaner than women, from what I've seen. Dealt with. So, but yeah, they're worse than women as far as like safety and stuff like that.
so then, what I'm going to have to do, according to Thomas, is I'm going to have to talk to you off this app, and you're going to need to give me some pointers.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go on to Tommy giving me pointers when I go to prison on my open warrant that doesn't exist.
Yep, there we go.
They're said to be 3 to 5 times more dangerous. And where you live, Scammy, there's more danger for women in there. And don't think that those inmates in prison don't have cell phones, because they do. Don't think they don't have access to social media, because they do. And don't think that you're going to go in there and make friends. Don't think somebody's just going to walk up and say, hey, I got you, girl. You're going to be good. It don't work like that.
I wouldn't be talking about making friends in a prison if I were him, because he would be at the bottom of the food chain.
Yep.
And you know you are. No.
Give me more advice, Tommy.
You can stand up for Scammyclaus all you desire with your 0. Look, this person here has 0 followers, following 1.
That was breezy.
Alleging that's and obviously this has got to be or Scammyclaus or Maybell Rose with your fake account.
Maybell Rose.
So we're gonna get rid of you because you ain't talking about nothing.
Maybell Rose.
Stop trying to protect a woman that you don't. And stop trying to encourage her.
I told him, I said, you're going to end up in there if you don't follow your registry.
Really care about Scammyclaus, aka Amy Grasso. If any of you people out there really give a damn about that woman, you'll help her understand that she's putting herself in some really, really serious trouble. Because in fact, Scammyclaus,
Yes.
you can't even go live and go directly to your law enforcement down there. You can't,
I can.
because
You
you're going to
can.
go to jail.
Better.
You do it, Tommy boy.
Well,
You
know,
go.
I made that video and I said to him, listen, Tommy, you go to North Carolina to Davie County.
Yep.
I'll go to my police department at the same time. And you and I can walk in and ask at the same time, do I have a warrant out for my arrest? And let's see what they say.
Yeah, he won't do it. He's chicken.
Yes.
So.
Because he knows damn well if he shows up there, he's gone. I mean,
Oh yeah.
he's going to the big house.
Yep.
And big house.
Better.
In that place, when they find out what he did, he's cooked. I mean, he is cooked.
Hi, Pep.
I don't know what the federal prison system is like, Scammy, but I can assure you, you in some hot water, child.
Child. Hey, child.
You think I'm just talking to be talking?
You are talking to be
2
talking.
days.
I didn't do this to you, Scammy. You did this to yourself. For over 2 years, you have bullied your way. You have threatened me. You have done everything you can to scare me, to intimidate me. You cannot.
Seems like it's worked.
Yep.
This gravity of insanity,
This gravity of insanity.
and honestly think that you're going to be justified. before
Tommy,
the
I know
court
you're
system.
watching. You're a pussy. Just saying.
You're not.
You're
And
a
I'm not
pussy,
the only
Tommy.
person that they know that you're harassing and you're disgracefully shaming and bullying.
Really? Who is
Do
it?
you not know that this is going to go way beyond me?
Really?
He has spent a whole life just whining. Like, just whining.
Seriously. It ain't just going to be me that you're going to have to answer to.
Really?
Nobody on social media has the right to bully anybody.
What about their lives, Thomas?
Testify against all the people that have helped you
Huh?
in hopes to get them in some trouble to kind of get your sentence deducted.
Huh?
Do you not realize they already know who these people are? Hold on, don't go nowhere. They already know who these people are? Hold on, don't go nowhere. Go nowhere.
He's a whack-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Honey must have had a customer from her sign. We had to get the money.
Exactly.
Scam.
Scammy scam.
They've asked me to stop talking about you for a minute and just let it go because
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got my point across. So
Who's they?
Heidi.
sorry for you, Scammy. I'm sorry for Matilda too.
Shit.
I really am. It breaks my heart because I know what you're getting right. I know
He's gonna fake cry.
what you don't know. And it really hurts too because I don't want this for you.
What
But
a
you brought this shit on
humanitarian.
yourself, Scammyclaus. And I really need you to know prison is not fun.
You would
It's a
know.
very dangerous place.
You would know.
You will. You'll see. You'll see it. I really, really am sorry for you, Scammy. Five followers, and you're following 8. Shameful, man. Very shameful.
Shameful.
You think I'm not going through here to examine everybody? Man. I warned you, Scammyclaus.
Hold on.
I warned you over and over again to stop. I did. Getting rid of all you fake accounts on here.
I'm in transit right now, folks, going into
Getting rid
the
of all.
garage.
If you ain't got a legitimate account,
A legitimated.
just getting rid of you. That's all. Scammy.
Yes, sir.
I gotta go now.
Okay.
I gotta go. They want me to go, so I gotta go.
Okay.
Take care of yourself, Scammy. I'm sorry for you.
You too, Tommy. You
I
take
got
care of
you a
yourself.
prayer, kid.
And that's it. So. Oh.
No, and I don't agree with it. I think it's an invasion of privacy. But there's also this new thing that it's called flock cameras that almost
Yes.
every state has
Yes.
that
Yes.
scan tags and stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
he's gonna get caught eventually, whether it's by something that sort when he goes to a state he's wanted in, or
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's a lot harder to hide than it used to be, Tommy boy. So good luck with that.
Yes. It's flock. The flock cameras are a big bone of contention out here.
Yeah,
We
I don't like them.
actually
I don't
just
agree
got
with them,
some.
but
You know what though? I'll tell you what. Um, I'm in two minds about them. Okay. I don't worry about it because I don't do anything illegal. You know, I don't have any outstanding tickets. My car's registered. You know, I have no warrants. That kind of stuff. So it doesn't bother me. I can understand with people that believe that the government is, you know, they're overstepping their powers in terms of people being able to drive discreetly and not be, checked on all that. But you know, we have a big problem in our town, and we've had it for a long time, where people are coming in from cities in Connecticut. Teenagers, they come in. They, go into somebody's driveway. Some moron left their keys in the car or whatever, left their car open, and the car ends up getting stolen. I would imagine if you were somebody whose car got stolen and then they were able to track that car on flock cameras and find out which way they were going, what, interstate they were heading on. I bet they would be pretty happy if they got their car back.
Yeah.
So I can see both points. I can see both points, but you know, getting back to Tommy's um, beautifully written, heartfelt live he had last night, which was pretty much on me and Matilda and Maybell. I know, and a number of people who have been working behind the scenes. Thomas, we're not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
Nope. Absolutely will never stop, Thomas, until you're in
It's
prison.
not going to stop. Yep. And
Nobody
if
knows.
he thinks if he thinks that people um, believe that he gets all this money, he gets all this white gold, he gets donations from SWAT team and police officers. He has there's warrants out for people, his enemies. If he wants people to believe he has no warrants and he's an upstanding citizen, he still won't get the words out what he did to those two little girls, which was most of his prison life. His prison
Yep.
term that he spent. If he thinks they have, if he wants people to think he has multiple RVs, he has a brand new RV. Heidi has a brand new RV. He has a caravan of people. He has people working for him. Everybody loves him. The police love him. The dog wardens love
Oh,
him. If he believes that people believe that, then he's much more far gone than I thought he was. Because when you are an habitual liar, you get used to coming up with these amazing stories.
yep. You believe your own lies.
Comes to exactly. And he doesn't understand and he doesn't think about the fact that 98% of the people that show up in his lives don't believe him. They're just there to watch the show and to record his live. And you may get one or two people, let's be honest, and I'm being honest here. You're going to get a couple people that aren't very bright and believe him. It's going to happen. All these beggars on here, all these shady ass people will always get people to believe them. But it's short lived because think about his behavior in the past year and a half. As soon as the heat gets too much, he disappears for a couple months. And then he comes back. And then he'll continue to grift. He'll continue to scam. He'll continue to gaslight and lie. And then as soon as the heat gets too tough again, all of a sudden he disappears. And you know he's going to disappear when he's off TikTok, but he doesn't make his 600th video saying, I'm not going to be on TikTok anymore. The times that he has disappeared, it's been because he's been in jail or he's been in custody somewhere. He will never leave TikTok. He only leaves when he doesn't have access to it. So, Tommy, I love this game of cat and mouse. I do. But this isn't like Tom and Jerry where Jerry's going to get away all the time. Every single time you come on, Tommy, you give us a couple hours and we know where you are. every time. So I suggest that you are very cautious when you see somebody drive by you slowly, when a cop pulls into a Love's, you know why they're there. They're there for a reason. And most likely, it's going to be sponsored by Scammyclaus and what was it? What was the thing he called you guys?
Band of Renegades.
Yes, Scammyclaus and her band of renegades. You can thank us for that. Because that's probably why they're there. Anything else on Thomas Shields, guys?
I would just like to say that I'm not quitting. Like, if he's listening, I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep finding you. I'm going to keep calling people until you're where you're supposed to be. That's all.
And then guess what, Tommy? You're going to probably see some of us in court.
Oh, yes. Yes.
If you hear giggling in court, Tommy, look over your right shoulder and I'll blow you a kiss. How about that? I mean, I'm still waiting for that dance under the moonlight that you promised me. I bought more coffee K-cups. And you know I always have a supply of Dr. Pepper. No, he hasn't threatened Tracy, but he probably will now. But we know what his threats are. His threats are empty threats. And Tommy, I'll say it again, talkiatry.com. They are amazing. And with your 3.5 million, you could absolutely even if you don't have insurance, you can pay them without insurance. And, I suggest you sign up and fill out the questionnaire. They can hook you up with somebody. Now, it's going to be a problem because you have to be in, a specific state. Because they do ask you when you have your appointment and that they ask you, well, are you home right now? Because let's say I was in, I don't know, Oklahoma, for instance, and I tried getting my appointment online, my doctor would not be able to see me because the doctors are only licensed in specific states. So that could be a problem. But I guarantee that you can be helped by them. Because I'm telling you what, Scroat, you need it. Oh, yeah, he's going to go live soon. He'll have to. Tommy can't pass up an opportunity to go live, especially after I bitch slap him, showing receipts and calling him out on his lies. Here's my question, Tommy. Where did you get all those little teeny pieces of silver that you claim are grams? And let me see something here. Here it is. Oh, you can't see it. It's so big. It's so big. It's so big.
Crap, that's what she said.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Jesus, I had to drop that.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Tracy. So, Tommy, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to come back. Where did you get that from? Because we know damn well nobody's giving you shit. Like I said, I could see him getting 10 here, 5 here, whatever. But in my entire lifetime, and I've known a lot of people, I have never, ever heard somebody get so much free money, free white gold. Like he thought that was a flex, which is hilarious. That goes to show you how uneducated he is. So many free RVs. But for some reason, Tommy is truly blessed. Truly blessed. So, again, if there are people streaming me, especially those people that claim it's all about the kids, this is Tommy Shields. Tommy Shields is non-compliant on the registry. He is a convicted S offender. 2 little girls. But yeah, keep talking about, the one person that you have balls to talk about. But you got no balls to talk about this guy. And he is around little kids. So think about that, you weirdos. Anything else about Tommy, or can we shut the book on this deplorable human? I think we can shut the book. Let me get another screen up here quickly. Debbie Downer. Are you guys as upset as I am about seeing all this stuff going on TikTok right now? With people, getting mad at each other, people that used to be friends, people that were in other people's boxes, people that are now like at each other's throats, calling each other out. Is anybody, hey Mama T, is anybody else upset about it? And I hear is nothing.
I'm enjoying watching it, honestly. It's funny because it was funny the other day. I kept hearing, because I was watching Snarkies, and she got into an argument with somebody, and they were talking about the 7-Eleven chat. And, oh, we had that 7-Eleven chat, and we all talked, and we didn't like what he was doing and stuff. And all I could think was, you know what? You keep demanding everybody else shows their chats. Why don't you show your 7-Eleven chat and show that y'all really were saying all this stuff?
Because I don't think it ever existed. I think they're trying to cover their asses now, saying that, they didn't agree with what he was doing. Now, the only thing that I'm clear on it before I make my opinion, they're saying that they had a chat and it was regarding Florida Man, right? And how they were talking about how they don't agree with what he was doing. Was that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, but then most of the people that were in that chat were still sitting in his lap in his lives at the same time.
Of course they were.
So either they were cowards and couldn't speak out on him like we all did, or they are lying and it never existed, or they're just hypocrites.
Now, do you feel comfortable enough to say the people that had admitted they were in there? Because I don't.
I know the only person I heard was Bob saying she was in it. She had said in that live who was in there. I don't remember all the people. She said a few names, but she had said that SJ was in there. And that's who she was angry at, was SJ, because I guess SJ was going behind their back and sending, I don't know, going behind their back and telling other people what was being said in there. But so her and Snarky are at it, now because it's 2 people that can't handle being talked over. They both have to have the spotlight. So, Bob can't handle being in a live where she can't have control, and, Snark is the same way. So,
I find that funny because, Bob, I'm not going to say she had lives. She tried to have lives, calling out people. She tried calling out me. She tried calling out Scam. And as usual, it was just, a freaking disaster. But during the whole time where Florida Man was doing all the shit to people, she was against it, but she didn't have the balls to do a live about him. That's what I'm gathering.
That's what it seems like to me. Yep. But no, what kills me is, and then Monster having all, everybody's about protecting kids, right? It's all protecting kids and the predator on the app. But for one, it's only one predator they care about. One.
Yep, exactly.
And it's only because of who they can use against. And every time they bring it up, 95% of the conversation is about other people, not about him. It's about Retina or this person or that person. I'm like, I thought you were talking about the predator on the app, but no, it goes into all these other people. So it's not about the predator, it's not about the kids, it's just about hate. You really
Yep.
care about predators? There are plenty of them. I found one yesterday that I sent in the Discord about where he was talking about 18 is just a number and talking about how girls are mature by 14, and he's got a TikTok account and a YouTube account to try to get reported. I'm trying to get it taken down. It's Matthew Safely, if anybody's interested. But there are plenty of them, and like Scammy's been doing, Thomas is one as well. But we're not going after people around them and people who message them and all that. We're talking about the person directly.
Yep.
So you want to go after predators, go after the predators, but it's all drama. It's just drama.
You're exactly right, because the story that they continually like to say is that Retina is buddy buddy with him. Roberta tried to drop that crap when I was in the live with her and Retina's live, where she said that he comes into my live and I've had conversations. And if you guys didn't see that, I think Kool-Aid has it on her page, where I said flat out to Bob, show the proof that I have had and continue to have conversations with him. Now, what did she do? Pivot. All of a sudden she changed. She changed her story and she started going towards something else. People have caught on to her that, she is just somebody. I mean, shit, when you have Mikey make a video about her, because she's just absolutely so full of shit and never shows any receipts on anything. That's pretty bad. And, for her to continue to try pushing those narratives around just because she's trying to create some type of a platform for herself. It's a joke. And, as usual, what happened with her is when I asked her to show the proof, and she didn't have any, except for that one screenshot that's been going around, where he came into a live one time and I didn't even know it. But that's all that's been going around, she can't prove anything. And as soon as she's cornered and as soon as she can't scream over anybody, what does she do? She runs. And then she went live on her own. It's a freaking joke. I mean, it is a freaking joke. These people only care about the people that are in the lives of people they don't like. Period. That's it. They're not about the kids. They're not about this and that. They're about being able to try to tie people in with somebody that has done horrible things. And that's it. Like you said, there are enough people on this app that are doing hellacious things where they could start, calling them out and doing everything they can to get them off the app. But they're not going to do that because it's not the drama. It would mean that they actually have to do a little work on somebody. And they're not about that. They're not about that at all. So,
yeah. But if anyone is interested, the one that I came across was Matthew Safely, Safley. He has a YouTube and a TikTok. Look him up. Report his accounts. His YouTube only has 3 videos, but they're quite disturbing. And he's had been in some lives where he's said some really grotesque things. He says he's never touched a child, but I think his hard drives at the very least should be searched. But and he's not the only one. There's a lot of them. He's got a lot of young followers or people he follows that look very young on his following list. So I mean, I think it's a good endeavor to go out, try to protect the kids on this app, but
Yeah.
you can't just say, oh, well, we're going to go after this one because we don't like the people he's around, but we're only going to talk about the people he's around. We're not going to talk about him. No,
Right.
no, the predator's the problem. Stick
It's
to
it's
that. But
self-serving for them. That's why they do it.
mhm.
It's self-serving. And it's all about people joining, joining on the hate train, because it always circles back to one or two people. And like you said, it's not even like they talk about the person that's done the crime. They talk about people who they think are friends with them. and
Mhm.
and and that's they're not bringing awareness to somebody, they're bringing awareness to that. They're just hate bonding together, to against one or two people in particular. And you know what, it's getting old because it's the same bullshit every single time some of these people go live,
Yeah.
and they claim, they're trying to do X, Y, and Z, and they're doing shit. They're doing absolute shit. They're not getting anything accomplished, and they never will.
Nope. Nope.
How about
But
you?
it was entertaining seeing Bob just flip the fuck out. That was.
Oh my God, that live when she was in Snarks, holy crap, that was epic. That was absolutely epic.
Yeah,
And
it was funny.
you have to, I've gone off a couple times. I mean, I have absolutely popped off a couple times. And, when that happens, it's because you lose your composure. You lose your composure, and, it's probably something you should have gotten offline before you popped off.
Yeah.
And, she seems to do that lately quite a bit. And, it's not a bad idea sometimes to take some time off just to kind of reground yourself and, get clear your head and, figure out what is it that you want to do on this app? What are you trying to accomplish on this app? But incidences like that, and then when she lost her shit in Retina's live, it's definitely not a good look. Definitely
No.
not a good look.
And I'm not defending Snark either because Snark and SJ
No.
both admitted that they still are very good friends with Florida Man, even though as he sits in jail, both of them called him their friend. So yeah, they're both still shitty people as well.
Yeah,
But
no, and
that was fun.
going on what you said too, they are friends with somebody that has done the most horrible, horrible stuff, to people. And we'll just focus on the one thing that he's currently sitting and awaiting trial for. I mean, stealing that much from somebody's business. I mean, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And and then when there's a warrant out for your arrest, running from the law, like Thomas, you know, um, but they're friends with this guy, you know? They're
Hmm.
friends. I'm telling you, I don't know. I was taught that if, somebody does really horrible things to people, they're probably somebody you don't want to hang out with, but it's like, as we've said in the past, and I know that there's been questions, what would Florida Man have to do for you to, not consider him a friend anymore? I think that these people that still stand by him and talk to him, I mean, their moral compass broke, 2, 3 years ago. Because when you look at the breadth and the depth of the stuff that he has done to people on this app, and I'm not even talking just about me, I'm talking about everybody whose life he has impacted in some horrible way. Just look at that. Just look at what he's done to people. And you know, they're still friends with him, which just kind of goes to show you about, the kind of person that they are. Because I wouldn't be able to handle that. I wouldn't want to be seen and be known as somebody that, supports him. No way.
Nope. So Miss SJ can act like she's a little sweet Southern lady all she wants, but you're friends with someone who is an evil person. I mean, to the core. So no, you're not a good person. If that's who you align with and that's where your moral compass falls, that's not a good person to me.
No, I agree with that too. I agree with that.
I did agree with Bob on that part, but other than that was it until she started flipping out.
Right, Miss Amy, he's lied on everybody. He's lied on everybody. I'm just, as I said, I mean, I still, there is not a day that goes by that I still smile that he is no longer out in the world of the free. I really don't, because
Nope.
he is just he with his criminal, he's to me he's like Thomas. Now obviously not the same record, not the same reason for warrants and all that, but I mean the same type of person who in my opinion does not belong in society. Both have in intensive and extensive criminal records. They have not learned, and let's face it, some people that do go to prison and they come out, they don't learn either. But, I do believe that these people need to spend some time behind bars for a lengthy amount of time, not 30 days, not 6 months, for a lengthy amount of time. And maybe, just maybe, when they get out, they will change their life around. And I mean, listen, we don't know. We don't know if that will happen with him. It could. I just feel like if he got out today, he'd be back to doing the same bullshit. But again, I don't know that. That's just my opinion. I would hope that he would turn his life around and, do some positive things, and but only time will tell. With Thomas, personally, I don't even think Thomas should ever be let out again. I mean, he has done nothing positive, while he's been out. Oh, Scram, I don't know. He's still in the whole early process of, every month there's a court, a meeting with the judge for some reason. There's still,
Hearings and stuff like that.
yes. So who knows, who knows when it's even going to go to trial if it does. And quite honestly, whatever happens, happens. I really don't care. As long as, he's going to get time. He's absolutely going to get time. It's just a matter of how much time. And hopefully it's to the higher amount of years of of his, what his sentence will be. But,
Everybody was all about, everybody else's chats and show the chats. I think we should start a hashtag show the 7-Eleven chat.
absolutely.
I'd like to see the 7-Eleven chat.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't though, because again, the usual thing is what's good for me is not for thee. They want to see everybody else's stuff, but they won't show it. And you know what? Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, they're all garbage.
Yeah.
They are all garbage. I don't give a crap. But that just goes to show you, wow, if you can be friends with him and then on the back end talking about him, I hope that gets back to him. I really hope it does. Because I know there's people that talk to him. I hope it gets back to him that there were people that he was friends with that were actually, talking shit about him behind the scenes.
I mean, that just shows, you had you, Scam, there's all these brave women out here putting their, and he was actively going after y'all while you were doing it and calling him out and calling out his bullshit. but they knew what he was doing was wrong, but they were cowards to call it out and still went in and sat on his lap while he did it. So that makes it even worse.
I have to say, commenting on what I've seen the last couple nights, and I have not watched any lives. Okay, I've seen clips. I've seen, I've seen clips in a very, varying ways. But I have to say a couple things. And again, this is my opinion. Other people may not agree with me, and that's okay. But you all know that Amanda Kay and I are not sending Christmas gifts to each other. And we never have been really friendly at all. But one thing about Amanda, and I know I've mentioned this before, out of all the people on this app, the one little bit of atta girl that I'll give her is that when she discusses something in her lives, and it's, it could be like a hot topic, like third rail, you might get like, burned kind of thing. She has always tried to keep a stance or a position in the middle of it, Now, there are things, of course, that she has taken sides on and, been very vocal on and pretty vocal on. But I would say that she does try to kind of keep the center, middle of the road on stuff. You guys have all, seen, and, the whole thing with Rem and Retina's box, and I haven't even heard that, I've heard about what it's about. And I heard Monster got mad at that, and then, all this bullshit going on, and, but I saw that clip of that live that somebody made a video on where Monster and Amanda Kay and 50, the consummate lapdog on TikTok, and Rem, they were all in a box together. And, things were being said and all that, and, Rem had gotten pissed at 50 for doing this and that and all the other things. And Rem got out of the box and was like, I'm out of here, whatever. So then, Monster and Amanda were talking, and Amanda was, very calm, and she was talking to 50 and, kind of saying, well, do you understand that maybe you jumped the gun? Like, just being very, calm about it all. And Monster, of course, was getting more emotional and more emotional. And, 50 was crying. And, which, listen, I've cried on here before. But the best line that absolutely describes in a nutshell what 50 Shades of Embarrassment is all about is when, Monster had hit the apex of her anger, and she's like, 50, let's get out of here. And 50 followed Monster like the little lapdog he is. How fucking embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, and all because Rims was in Retina's box. Like, they claim,
Yep.
we don't care who people sit with, but, you go into somebody's box they don't like, then you're just the worst betrayal of friends ever. I don't like Rim, but that
And
was...
everything is about Monster. Monster makes everything about her.
Yeah.
And I am so tired of it. I am so tired. Any topic that comes up, it's about her. She
Did you
turns
see
it.
Amanda went off on 50 in a live? I think it was today or yesterday. I saw bits of it, not the whole thing. I think Kool-Aid or somebody posted it. And
Yes,
Amanda,
I heard some
50
of
wasn't
that.
there, but
I
it
heard
was
some
great.
of that. And I'll tell you what, inquiring minds want to know, and I'm just going to throw this out there. Amanda made a comment about, 50. You better watch it. Because you remember back in April, when, well, 50. I want to know what happened in April now. I want to know. What, Robin, what do you mean by that? Oh,
Oh, well, take a voice if you can, Robin. We would love to know.
what up, Mama? What up? What up?
Hey, I can tell you what happened in April.
Ooh, tell me.
Ooh, okay. So, I was sent a bag of shit.
Really?
Yes.
What kind was it? Do you know?
No, I don't know. It was
Cow, elephant. I hear there's all different.
there. Yeah, there is. They don't tell you which one it is though. They just put it in a bag and send it to you.
That's really good fertilizer.
Yes, yes.
So you should be thanking him.
I know. And well, okay, so they sent it before April, but I didn't receive it until April because they sent it to my old address and not my current one. So it took the post office a little bit to figure out where I was. And they know where I'm in a small town, so they know where I work. The ladies at the post office know where I work. So that's where they brought it. Was to my work.
Do you know for a fact that it was sent, who it was sent from?
No, I do not. I know that shortly after receiving it in Amanda's live, they started kind of hinting around about it, making comments like, T, do you smell shit? I smell shit. Making remarks like that. So then I figured out, okay, but I still didn't know who did it. And then when she mentioned April, I'm putting. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's plausible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's plausible. No. It's plausible that he had something to do with it. Well, here's my question. If the dude can't even afford a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, how is he buying a box of shit?
Yeah. I don't think that he paid for it.
I'd say Monster, and then he was part of it because he's a dog.
I think somebody else paid for it,
who knows?
and he ordered it.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Somebody over there knew who did it. Pretty much, we can safely say. But like I said, I don't think it's 50 because, again, I mean,
Yeah.
But that would kind of tie in with all that. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, right?
Yeah. So unless something else happened in April, I would assume that's what Amanda's talking about.
Right, Heather, I agree. Listen, you're going to find pretty soon that all these people are going to start flapping their gums. And we talked about that. We talked about that behind the scenes in Discords for months. That these people were going to implode and people were going to start turning on each other. Yep. People were going to start turning on each other. People that were friends are no longer friends. Information was going to come out on people, and then they were going to start fighting. And I have to say that, the little bits of lives that I have seen, I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's entertaining to me to see these people, getting ripped apart, by each other.
Yeah.
There's a time, when you have falling out with people. And, everybody that knows me and has been following me knows that I have fallen out with people. And you can make that decision to just let it go and not talk about the people anymore. Or you can make that decision to just start throwing dirt all over the place. Now, I have tried to do the first one, which is just kind of walk away. And, in the most recent departures from, my lives and all that, I think I've done pretty well. There was one incident where somebody kept making videos talking about me, and absolutely I replied back. But that has settled down months ago. But, there is something called walking away gracefully, and it's not happening a lot on this app.
And it was so funny to hear Monsters live. I think it was yesterday, and she was trying to go into Retina and all that. And you just, every sentence Monster said, 50s hype man, they're, yeah, oh yeah, what a bitch. Oh yeah. And
that's all he does. That's all he does. Like, he adds absolutely nothing to the conversations, and he'll sit there and he'll listen, and then Monster will say something and he'll be like, truth, or something like he'll just say a word, and it's like,
yeah,
nothing. I mean, he's a yes man,
It's like an old SNL skit. I can't think of it, but I know it's like the guy would say something, the guy behind him would be like, yeah. And then the other guy would say something else, and it'd be like, yeah, every time. He just kept trying to come forward with the yeah, and it was so funny. That's what it reminds me of. I can't think of the skit right off. It is an SNL skit, and that's what 50 reminds me of every time.
I've brought up, going back to my childhood, there was this old Bugs Bunny, when they'd have the cartoons that didn't include him. And it was this big bulldog named Spike. And then there was this little teeny chihuahua that used to follow him around all the time. And, Spike was pretty much a badass dog. Like, he would pick up the cat by its throat and stretch him 5 yards high, and Spike would always be there in the background going, yeah, Spike, yeah, you do it, Spike. And that's exactly what 50 Shades is. And he's done that his entire time on TikTok. I mean, when he was with UT, he used to do the same thing. When he was in other people's lives, he would do the same thing. I mean, that's all he does. That's all he does. He is a big, he's a big yes man. And it doesn't matter who he's with. Once he finds another landing spot, that's what he is. Holy shit. I just got my electric bill. Woo, child.
Dang, I thought you just opened your warrant or something. Darn.
Woo. So yeah, that's all he's done. That's his entire career on TikTok. And you know what will happen? I mean, he was like that. He was always in Amanda's live, and he was the yes man to Amanda for a long time. And now that relationship has gone away, now he's the yes man to Monster. And that relationship will also fall apart at the time, and then he'll become somebody else's lapdog. And he doesn't have any thoughts of his own. He always goes with who he loves at the time. I mean, I can't. Was he the one trying to help Jennifer? Yes, he was in Jen's live. Always. Like that one video. I think I posted a video where I played the live where Jen was barely in the live because she was working, and he was, talking for Jen the whole time. Well, Jen is doing great, and, she's, doing this, and, I talk to her all the time, and this and that. And I mean, that's what he is, and that's who he is. That's all he does. So, looking forward to watching some more episodes tonight.
Yeah, and Tim and Angela, because apparently they're in some heat. Somebody, Just Stop already had somebody in their live who recently gave Tim and Angela a whole bunch of money. And they're still on, begging for saying they're getting evicted because they're 2 weeks behind on the hotel bill, which isn't possible. That's not how that works. But somebody was in JSA's live saying they given them. I can't remember. Somebody might be able to remember in chat. It was a couple $100,
Yeah,
and then they blocked them.
of course. Listen, I need to send a text quickly. Hold on.
Does somebody remember how much? It was in JSA's live last night. Oh, 500. Yeah, it was a lot. I remember. It's wild. We need Peppy for a commercial break.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Tim and Angela, I've seen that they've been back, and and then I've also seen my former buddies, Josh and Ida, have been back again. Holy crap! Every month,
They're all coming back around.
every month, every month, every month. And every month it's the same thing. Oh, once we get this paid, it's the last I'm gonna have to ask. And I've probably heard that a dozen times. Dozen times, and it's the same thing every time. Well, we both are getting jobs, or we both have jobs, and and then they want a pat on the back. Well, we paid our rent this month. Oh, congratulations. So does everybody else. But everybody else doesn't come on here because you didn't pay your bills. The elect, yeah, the elect. That's the other thing that amazes me. It's like with Josh and Ida, and with Tim and Angela, they always have a deadline. Oh, if we don't pay it by tomorrow morning, we're getting evicted. Or with Josh and Ida, oh, if we don't pay it by 11:59 tonight, they're cutting off our power tomorrow morning. And it's amazing that these people always get extensions. Always. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, right, exactly. And again, it's the manipulation. It's the emotional manipulation these people use. I know with Tim, it's always like Angela is sick, and doctors don't know what's wrong, and oh, my car is not working great, and I needed to get to work. And I mean, I've heard that story a million times. And with Josh and Ada, it's always oh, well, we're going to lose our power. And I love it. And we have two kids. And it's the summer, and it's hot out, and shut up. Just shut up. Never seen so many adults that can't adult.
Yep.
Right, then it'll be cold. Exactly. I was watching, I saw another one person that I used to make videos about, Peaches. Now, Peaches is, their car is no longer working according to her. And, she's, asking for money now for that. She wants to get a new car. She wants to get her car repaired or something like that. Yeah, the one that scam clones all the time. Yeah. It's never going to change, They bought a truck and she hates it. Good. She should be happy that she was able to get a truck from, suckering these people. And, I'm sure there's nobody listening that supports Peaches. But, please be aware again that she can work, she just chooses not to. She can work. She can say that she's disabled. She could say that she can't because of her leg. She sure as hell can. There are people that have worse disabilities than a bum leg that work. There are people that, there are veterans out there that have lost limbs that are working, and for somebody like her to just continue to freeload off of people and use her sob stories and all that, it's disgusting. It's really, really, really bad. They got a different vehicle, but she says it's too small and the AC doesn't work. Well, you know what? Beggars can't be fucking choosers. And if that phrase fits perfectly here, it does. Hi, Lori. It perfectly does. Beggars cannot be choosers.
Well, here soon she won't have to worry about AC because she'll just need to use the heat. So.
Yep. I just don't get it. I don't get how people like Peaches, who's been doing this for years, Tim and Angela, Jay Paul, Josh and Ida, how these people almost every day continue to do this, and you still have these suckers that are, that are paying for them, paying their way. So, well, listen, it is 3:00. I'm going to go out and do a little mowing. I'm going to pay my bills because I don't need to ask people. Oh, the drama twins. I can't even stomach those two anymore. I can't stomach those two. I want to get off here because I know that probably Tommy will be on soon. And I'm interested in hearing the lies that Tommy's going to say today and all the things. So
I was just say I love the Debbie Downer character. She is my favorite.
Oh my God, yes. If you guys have not seen the clip on SNL when Debbie Downer and the family goes to Disney, you got to look that one up. That is one of my favorite clips of Debbie Downer, mainly because all the characters, in the skit, they start losing it. They're laughing so hard. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. Highly recommend that one. I want to thank Breezy, Jay Grandma, Tracy, T. I know Peppy was up here for a while. Thank you so much for coming up.
I missed half of your live because people won't stop calling, or customers won't stop calling, so I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Work is important. Work is important.
That's what I get for working. Good grief.
Yeah.
Every time I turn up the volume, you're talking, I get another call. Ugh.
Well, what you need to do is be like these beggars and, just beg somebody.
Yeah, and now I'm on break and you're getting off, so it's okay. Yeah. I'll listen to it. Okay.
If Thomas goes live tonight, Jay Grandma, are you gonna?
I got my I got the tripods in today. I got to go get them.
Yeah, I was getting motion sick in your live. I was.
Yes. The tripods came in, so yes, I am gonna go live if he goes live.
Well, I'll tell you, like night times for me now are, if I come into a live, it's going to be very briefly because my son and I have just discovered that kind of like NFL Red Zone, where you could see all the games happening at one time. There's something like that for MLB.
Oh.
And we have been watching it, and it shows you all the games going on, and when they score and all that. So like we're totally into that. So if Thomas is live tonight and you're streaming him, I may come in for a little while, but I'm not going to stay long.
Okay. Kool-Aid and I usually Kool-Aid and I will communicate. Like if she doesn't go live, I'll go live, and vice versa.
That's awesome. Yeah. And again, that's so necessary. That's so necessary that somebody is streaming him, because of all of his bullshit.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And then usually what I'll do is, in a couple days, I'll restream some of his stuff if people haven't seen it. But yeah, if you guys aren't following Jay Grandma, if you're not following Kool-Aid, please follow them because, if I'm not on streaming Thomas and if Scam's not on, and even if we are, if they stream, that's awesome because the more that we get out there, the better it is.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
So
thank you, Scammy.
Sure. I hope everybody has a great rest of the afternoon and evening. I will probably, if Thomas says something really intellectually stimulating, I may restream him tomorrow. I know it's a if though.
Okay.
And if not, I'll probably be back on Friday or so. I try
That's
to
what she
stay
Oops. Oops.
I try and okay. I'm gonna give you a heads up right now, Jay Grandma. Okay, you ready?
What? Yeah.
I try to stay off on the weekends.
Yeah, that's what she said too.
Yeah. So have a wonderful day, guys.
You too.
Take care of yourselves. Stay cool.
Bye, everybody.
I will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.